Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends! This is so exciting. We are going to be continuing our study of the Sfas Emes. It should be a Sfas from my dear friend, Reb Jeremy Wernick Shlita. And also the Sfas from Moshe ben Peshadina, Lili Nishmas, Reb David Tzvi ben Reb Yosef, and Reb Nachum ben Ami ben Reb Yehuda Aryeh Alevi, and Reb Aaron ben Yaakov Shachna. And they should all have bracha. Those who are still in this world, that Me'abes from Shana, Libodo ben Chaim L'chaim, and those who are in the next world, their neshamas should have an aliyah. And our neshamas, by learning this Sfas Emes, should also have an aliyah. We're learning now, this is Parshas Chukas, so we're learning the Arba Parshas in Parshas Parah, in Tov Reish Lamed Aleph. Relates to Chukas, obviously, because Parshas Parah is the beginning of Parshas Chukas. Amar Adoni Avi Zikni. Adoni Avi Zikni Zal Higid B'Parshas Parah Shemetar Mitumas Meis. My grandfather, the Holy Chiddushei Arim, said about Parshas Parah that it's Metar Mitumas Meis for Stalkus Chiyus Apnimius. That when a person dies, what causes the Tumah is that there's no internal vitality. V'ha'etza, and the advice is Lios Botel Ka'ofer Ve'efer El Chiyus Hashem Yisbarach, to be nullified like dust and ashes to the life, to the Chiyus of God. And through this, through being batel ka'ofer ve'efer, like we take the efer hapara, right? So we're batel ka'ofer ve'efer to the chiyus of Hashem. Through this, we get new chiyus. In other words, when a person dies and they are mevatel himself, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that's how they get new chiyus. Adam ki yamus ba'oel ein divrei Torah miskaimim ela b'mishamei misatzmo aleh. So maybe lefi what the Chiddushei Arim says, we can say that that's the idea, that you kill yourself for it, but by killing yourself for it, that's mechadesh nu chiyus, because you're killing yourself for the Torah. So you're mevatel yourself to Hashem's Torah, you're nullifying yourself to Hashem's Torah, and that gives you new chiyus. Ein divrei Torah miskaimim mishamei misatzmo, and that gives you a chiyus chadasha. Anyway, that was just parenthetical. So the Chiddushei Arim continues that that's the eitzah is to be butter like dust and ashes to the chiyus of Hashem. Through this you get new chiyus, ulekach parshas chodesh achar kach, and that's why afterwards you have the ischachus of parshas hachodesh. So that's the mahalach of first parshas Parah and then parshas chodesh, because after being mevatel yourself to Hashem, then you get this new chiyus, this new life, this new vitality. Ad kan divrei pi chacham chen. Until now, that's the end of these very beautiful, charming words. Ubemedrash mi tein tar mi tameh. The pasuk says in Eov Yudalad Dalid, who will take something pure from something impure? Lo echad. Is it not Yechido Shel Olam? Is it not God? That God can take something impure and turn it into something pure. Tar mi tameh. And that's what the Medrash says, like Avram from Terach. Yisrael came from the Goyim. Olam Haba comes from Olam Hazeh. Mi Asa kain, mi Tziva kain, mi Gazer kain. Lo Yechido Shalom, is it not God? Ki b'chol davar yesh nekuda chiyus. Because everything has this nekuda, this point of vitality, of life. Rak shetzarech li osa adam mekusher b'nekuda miyuchedes shenikreis zois. But a person has to be mekusher, he has to be connected with this nekuda miyuchedes, with this special point that's called zos. Zos chugas haTorah. That a person is connected to the zos. And through this he gets the chiyus. Pireish Adoni Avi Zikni Mori V'Rabbi Tam Shemachus Shemaim Nikreis Zos. My grandfather explains why Malchus Shemaim, the kingdom of heaven, is called Zos, like it says in the Zohar Kodesh Parshas Hazinu. Zos da Shchinta. This is the Shechina. Mishum Shekol Ma Sheyesh Davar Hoive Hurak Mizos Hanekuda. Everything that has existence is from this point. And as the Sfas Emes says in Tarlag in Parshas Vayera, that Zos means Shem Shum Davar Levadzev and Nekuda Zos Mechaya Kol Rak Shenistar. It gives life to everything. And he says in Parshas Chukas Tov Reish Lamed Gimel, Ki Malchus Shemaim Nikrei Zos Bavur Kein Kiyum L'Shum Davar Bolam Lios Namar Alav Ki Zos Rak Malchuso Yizbarach B'Chol Asher Mashallah Asher B'Chol Mashallah V'Divrei Pi Chochem Chaim V'Sasayim Yishak. That this is obviously for those who understand Kabbalah, which is coming to exclude me. But Malchus Shemaim is called Zos because nothing exists that you can say it's Zos, that this really is unless it's Malchus Shamayim. That Malchusi is Baruch Makom Mashal, that's the only Zos. This that exists can only be if it's coming from Malchus Shamayim. Zos Hanakuda, Kamoshakasa back inside. Malchus Soba Kol Mashal, God's Malchus is Moshel in everything. And that's the Zos, that's the Nakuda that gives Chiyus to everything. V'uhipuch Mashakasav Be'egel, Eile Elohecha Yisrael, it says by the Egel, these are your gods. Zos is one Nakuda, God, Yechido Shel Olam, and then the Egel Azov is Eile Elohecha Yisrael. These are your gods. Ivulem Elos Harbe, like Rashi says. They want a lot of gods. Mikochos Shu Mikochos Nefradim. They're from different, separate kochos, disparate kochos. Sfas, it says in the Zohar Kodesh, Sfas Emes brings in Vayechi Tafresh Lamed Aleph. The Zohar Kodesh Pirush V'Zos Asher Diber Lem Ki Etzbiya Ben Bechinas Zos. That's that Yaakov Zos Asher Diber Lem. He gave them this Bechin of Zos, this idea of Zos. Sha'perud Nikra Eila, because Perud, separation, is called Eila, as many. And when you talk about the Kedusha, Malchus Shemayim, in the life of the vitality of Hashem, that's Zos. And then the Zohar Kodesh says in Parshas Vayakel, Reish Lamed Vav Amid Beis, V'hayruach misava yiu chivya bisha, this impure spirit is the evil snake. V'ikron eila dinin mizdamnin ba'alma b'cholinun citron dilhon. And this is called Eila, and the Ruach Kodesh is called Zos. You can look there, and other Kabbalah Sfarim, but that's the general idea. But the Jewish people are dabek in this nekuda of Zos. Hanikre Zos v'inyan Parah lios batel nekuda now. And that's the union of the Parah. The Parah is mevati to this nekuda of Zos. Zos chukas ha-Parah. Zos chukas ha-Torah, excuse me. And that's the nekuda of Zos, of being mevati yourself, offer v'efer like the Parah, and then being mischadish yirchiyas to Hashem, and that brings life. Uksiv Zos chukas v'uksiv b'kosav b'medrash shum b'sol amar matam. So it says these are the laws of the Torah, and the Medrash says it's a chok. And the Goyim say, what sort of law is this? That you burn the parah and you sprinkle on the person, and that's how he becomes pure. What's going on over here? And the answer is chukah chakakti, gzera gazarti, en l'chavashis la'arachare. It's my law. You're not allowed to think about it. That's God's unknown law. And then it says amarti yachkama. Shlomo Melech, I wanted to be wise, v'yirchoka mimeni, but it's far away from me. He wasn't able to understand. Ki vadai gam lepara yesh ta'amim. A parah also has ta'amim. There are reasons, because as Sfas Emes asks elsewhere, it's a steer mineobe. The goyim ask, is matam, and then we answer, ein tam. So what sort of answer is that? They're trying to figure out the reason, and then we tell them, we don't know the reason. So how's that an answer? The answer is that that's the answer, that there are tamim. But it's above the world of nature. Through the Jewish people being makabel this chok, even without a reason, then they are zoche to be toem this tam, this taste. To you, I am megala the reasons for the parah. That's what it says by Moshe Rabbeinu, that he understood the reasons for the parah. Moshe Rabbeinu knows it. He understands it. Moshe Rabbeinu b'chinas hadas. Because that's a medrash that I just quoted. Moshe Rabbeinu is das. It says in Zohar Kodesh Pkudei. Moshe daraza de das v'shleimusin shel Yisrael. Amarti echkamak shem chuvin leida. When a person wants to understand, das is weit from them, it's far away from him. So when the Kabbalah is to be fulfill the will of God, then you're zocha to know. In other words, when it comes to Shlomo Melech, he wanted to have the Chochmah. Will verstehen. He wanted to understand. You want to understand, you're not going to get it. But if you're Moshe Rabbeinu, where you want to fulfill the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then you, das is also miskasherus, vayedo de mischav v'ishtoi. When you want to be miskasher to it, then you're zochah to understand the reason. So that's a very big yesod in life, that when you keep Torah mitzvahs and you learn Torah and you want to understand why do we learn Gemara? How come nobody in in the mirror is asking, why do we learn Gemara? The answer is, when you learn Gemara long enough that you're a good bacher in the mirror, you're not asking the question because you already tasted the time. You understand that's why Hashem wants it from us, to understand His Torah, to understand the depth of His Torah, to taste. It's so sweet, it's so good, it's so Emes. We hope it's Emes. You're trying to get to the Emes. That's the sweetness. Parah is a tikkun egel gamkein. And as Rashi brings, Parah was also a tikkun for the chet ha'egel. Mashal ben Shifcha shetinev paltin shel melech. Right, the son of a Shifcha dirtied the palace of the king. Amar melech tavo ima v'tekanecha zetzoa. So the king said, let the mother come and clean up the feces. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, let the Parah come and mechaper al ma'isa egel. That's why the Parah is mechaper on the egel. The mother is coming and cleaning it up. They didn't put their jewelry on. It's Shmos Lamed Gimel Dalid, that through the Hachna they were mamshich this new chiyus, through this subordination they drew to themselves this new life. And then he says in parentheses, in brackets, Kamokein Dalid Parshas, Shkalim Shu Nedivus Pnimis Yisrael. Shkalim is Nedivus, the giving. Shu Nekuda Shnigras Bas Nediv. That's the Nekuda of the daughter that gives. Pasuk in Shir Shirim. And then this Nekuda spreads to all the Maisim of a person, and that's Zachor, and that's Parah, the Chiyus, and then Eschadish Chiyus Ha'adam, and then you have this new Chiyus. How Zachor fits in there, I don't understand. It's a Kabbalah. I should be Zachor one day to understand, and so should you. Mashi Isa, maybe you already do. Mashi Isa Matar Tmeim Matami Tohirim. We know that the Chazal Seder tell us that that's Parah, those who are osek in the Parah are Tameh, and those who are Tameh end up being Tar. Kiyesh b'chinas atzlus m'b'chinas offer gamke u'metameh u'lehefech b'chinas bittul. So the yesod of atzlus is the yesod of offer, of this dirt, this dust. And that's mitame. Ulehevich b'chinas bittul. Shu gam kein b'chinas offer. But then there's also bittul, which is also like offer. V'chias pnimi nitma b'shiflas ha'adam. And that's this internal vitality that's hidden in the lowness of a person. A mitayr. And kinira mechutz shakol yin echad. So on the outside it looks the same, but it's really not. It says the atzlus, that a person isn't doing anything. That's mitame, that's b'chinas offer. And this b'chinas offer, there's this aspect of offer, which is bittul, nullifying yourself to Hashem. That gives you new chiyus. And that's what's mitaher. So even on the outside, they look the same. The guy who's shafel and low, and the guy who's lazy, but they're really not. And that's the idea, that you can have the same thing that's mitame and mitaher. So the offer aspect of the parah, the offer that's mitame, right? The dust, that's mitame, those who are osek. That's the bechin of atzlus, and then there is the shiflus and the lowness that's mitayer, and that is the bechin of bittul, this aspect of bittul that's mitayer. So since offer has both aspects to it, so too the paraduma has both aspects to it. Like the Torah calls it, v'lagcho alatame me'afer sreifas hapara. So that's the dust of the paraduma. It has both aspects, and the Mela can be both mitayr and mitame. If it's atzlus, it's mitame, and if it's bittul, shiflus, then it's mitayr. Adoni Abi Zikni Marav Rabbi Zecher Tzadik Levracha L'Chai Olam Haba Higid Amashay Moshe Rabbeinu Ala Shalom Mem Yom Shneim Bahar. Why did Moshe not spend another 40 days in the mountain? Ashkar Kibo Mem Yom Rishani V'Zor Makabel Torah the first 40 days. Ramishu Kenyam Makom Shabali Tshuva and Tzdikim Gurim Yocholim Lamod. It's like the Gemara says that where Bali Tshuva stands, Tzdikim Gumur can't stand. Like HaChaisach HaKabbalah Saboy Fenachar Mikaidim. And therefore there's a different Kabbalah. There was the Kabbalah before the Chet HaEgel and the Kabbalah after the Chet HaEgel. There's the Makom of Bali Tshuva Omdim that Tzadikim Gemurim can't stand. So the first Kabbalah is Tzadikim Gemurim, and the second Kabbalah is the Kabbalah of Bali Tshuva. Avki Moshe Rabbeinu Lochot, Moshe Rabbeinu didn't sin. So how did he get the Torah out Baal Tshuva? Emes ki Klal Yisrael nogel Moshe Rabbeinu gamkein. Obviously, there's an agia between Klal Yisrael and Moshe Rabbeinu. If we said we were nogel, we touched him with our sin. Ach ki yachol lios bechinas tshuva b'li chet. U'achzar sachius l'sharsha. But there can also be a bechina of tshuva without sin. The big yisod in the Sfarim, in the Bnei Bina edition, he brings the Lekutei Torah of the Alter Rebbe in Parshas Balak Ayin Daled Roman Aleph Drushin L'Shabbos Shuvah Samach Vav Amid Beis Hazino Ayin Aleph Amid Beis, and then you also have the Lekutim L'Chodesh Elul Lamed Daled Amid Beis in this Sfas Emes. So there's this inyan that a person never sinned, and yet he does tshuva b'li chait. And that's being machzir yechiyas to the shorish. And that's why in Shemoneh Esrei Sfas Emes says, first we have Hashivenu and then Slach Lanu. You didn't sin yet in Hashivenu. Slach Lanu is the sin. The answer is, Slach Lanu Avinu Ki Chatanu, we sin. The answer is no, tshuva is before sin. You can have tshuva before sin. Just the fact that you're being machzir all of your life, you're giving it up, you know that it's all coming from God every second. V'u'bechinas Parah shua bitl. And that's Parah, which is bitl, that's being machzir l'chiyas to the shoresh. You're bringing this vitality back to where it was before it was sent down to this world. That's the idea of the paraduma, of making it ashes, of bringing it back to Hashem. And that's what gives us life. When you're mevatel everything to the Borei Olam, you realize that you're nothing. And when you realize that you're nothing, you get such tremendous chiyus. And that's Parshas Parah, followed by Parshas Chodesh. And we should be zoch and Hashem to get this new chiyus. Leiv Tor Barali Elokim V'Ruach Nachon Chadesh B'Kirbi. We should be zocheh to this Ruach Nachon, this Chiddush of the Ruach, and Simcha V'Tuv Lev of Meirov Kol. Amen v'Amen. Good Shabbos, sweetest friends, and a very, very onegdik and simchadik Parshas Chukas. Shalom, shalom.